The experience. I always say your brand in real estate is nothing more and nothing less than the experience you create with somebody when you're working with them, whether buying or selling a home. So every buyer has a right to know what the experience is like. So when we start talking about process, there's some key elements that we really want to touch upon. Now, I would just want to preface this by saying every market is different. There are attorney states and there are escrow states. Then there are regional elements in the way that certain markets work. So you'll all have your own home buying process that's unique to your market. But what we want to talk about in this is process in terms of the experience. So you want to start off by telling people, look, we believe a home is where you build your memories, a community is where your life happens, and we want to pair the two together. So the first part about the process is really aligning homes with lifestyle. And based on that, we're able to curate a search for you through collections. And the way that our search works is similar to what we shared before. We take homes and then put them through the filters that you say are most important to you both about a place you build memories and a community where your life happens. And we're able to do that through our collections and that we can engage in comments. Would this process work well for you and make this feel that it was helping you reach your goals in a more collaborative way? You're gonna wanna get their buy-in. You're gonna say, great. The next thing that we wanna align on in terms of the experiences, how are we gonna collaborate our conversations? So I have a collection up here, and say you had questions, how would you wanna communicate with me? Would your inkling be to call me? Would your inkling be to text me? Would your inkling be to email me? And let them answer. See, what you're training them essentially to do is comment in the collection because it's best for them. Because if they say phone, email, and text, this is how you're gonna provide a better service and also put time back into your day. So either one of those ways, there's only one party that's communicating, it's not stored anywhere, and things are gonna get lost. And you're gonna say it's really important that at the end of today, when you decide to become a client, that we download the Compass Collections app, we set it up on your phone, and that we're able to show you just how to use it, because we're gonna collaborate all of our conversations in here. We're gonna wanna put comments that are associated to a house under a home, anything that has to do with our larger search, like community, lifestyle, home buying criteria, are gonna be part of a group discussion. Now, if we're able to work and organize your home search like that based on however many parties are there, what would that experience feel like to you? And now let them talk. What questions you have in working in this kind of collaborative manner? You're gonna wanna align on that. So now you've aligned on how you do the search, what your role is in filtering the search, and ultimately how you collaborate. And then you can say, look, the next step in this process is us ultimately looking for homes. So once we've identified properties that you want to look at, the way, if you've worked with agents in the past, that we set up showings is a little bit different. We'll want to curate the properties that work best for you. We're going to call each agent, make sure they're available, see if there are any offers on them, and any additional details we could find out. We'll send you one organized email, which will have a list of all the properties you're going to, in the exact order we're going there, the time frames in which we're going there, so you have a chance to review them, and if there's one you really like that you want additional time at, we can go back and adjust the schedule, as well as attaching digital show sheets, because at the end of the day, we're a technology company, so we're gonna wanna go green and also be able to provide that information to you in advance. Would that type of process make you feel like this is curated and meet your expectations in terms of the experience you're looking for? You're gonna continually want their buy-in on this. Now, look, this is gonna be for some buyers and for other buyers it's not, right? So I just wanna preface this always is use this interchangeably. It's a tool in the belt. So the next step that we really wanna talk about in this process is how do we get feedback? We believe it's our job and our role in this process to keep this organized, seamless, and make sure it feels luxurious for you, right? This is, at the end, this is a luxury experience. So at the end of each house, we're gonna ask you a few questions. We're gonna ask you what you love most about the house, what deal breakers were in the house, is there any additional information you want about the house, the property, location, proximity, community, and lastly, if it's in a house you're interested in making an offer in. We will then organize the feedback, store it in our system, as well as send it to you in a recap email with a clear timeline on when we'll provide you the information that you are looking for, supplemental to any house or community questions that you have. Is that an experience that would help you get to your goals? Would you feel that whatever those questions are, right, would help you get to your goals? How would that make you feel? Are there any additional things that you think would be helpful in the process? This is becoming a salesperson, right? Learning how to have effective conversations and delivering value. Now, once you are through the feedback, you're going to then go and tell them. Based on your feedback, what we know is what people think of looking online and physically looking at houses generally changes over time. So based on your feedback, based on what you want, based on your questions, based on your deal breakers, based on what you now say you love that you actually saw, we're just going to continue updating your search in real time to filter the properties down, and eventually we'll find a home that you love. And then the next step really becomes making an offer. So this is sharing the experience and process with a home buyer during a consultation. In the next video, we'll talk about how do you discuss making an offer and a winning offer in a competitive market.